What's gravy, baby? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy Trey, here with another episode of the Trey Talks Saints podcast. After the Saints, pretty much no-showed against the Buccaneers. You know what? I'm not even going to say no-showed. The offense no-showed against the Buccaneers, as you can see by the score. And the score is 23-3. You know what I'm saying? So you look at a game like this, and you look at your team, and you look at the offense only scoring, 3 points? That's it. Your offense scored 3 points. Your defense gave up one offensive touchdown. And you may ask, Trey, well, how the hell did they get to 23 points? And they only scored one offensive touchdowns. How that happened and they only scored one? What is going on, Trey? I'll let you know what's going on. The offense gave up a pick six. All right? So that's 2 touchdowns for you right there. And then I believe that kicker kicked about, 3 field goals? So that's 3 times 3, that's 9, plus the 14 from the touchdowns. One touchdown was a running touchdown, and the other touchdown was a pick six, and there you go, 23 points. So when you look at that, the defense did their job. The defense held the Buccaneers to 3 field goals, and the defense held them to only 1 touchdown. That's it. And what did Drew Brees say a few weeks ago? He said, to win in this league, you got to at least be able to score about like 21 to 30 points. If you in that range with a decent defense, if you can get in between 21 to 30 points, you can win a decent amount of games. And as you can see with the Buccaneers, they scored 23 points because they have a decent defense, and their offense didn't even have a good day, but they were still able to put 23 points on the board. So, a lot of things went into that. Once again, set your expectations accordingly like I have. You won't be real upset. You won't be real mad. You won't be pissed off. You'll be in this thing just chilling, nice, cool, calm, and collected. You heard me? Listen, this ain't even going to be a long one. This going to be one of the short ones because there ain't a lot of good to talk about. And I ain't about to just be sitting on here complaining for 30, 40 minutes. I'm just going to go over, say what I need to say what I want to say, and get the hell up out of here. Because, quite frankly, Saints don't deserve a long video out of me, baby. You heard me? Like, they don't deserve a long video at your boy. All right? Plus, I got to go eat anyway. But that's besides the points. So, first off, foremost, I'm not even going to talk about the offense side of the ball. I'm not even showing y'all the stats because, guys, Chris Olave had a decent game, like 60 yards. I think Rashid Shaheed had about 80-some yards. Mr. Juwan Johnson that always drops one ball a game, and yes, he did drop another pass today in the game. He was trash. Well, actually not today because I'm recording this like on Friday. But nonetheless, he dropped the pass in the game, of course. And, it just is what it is. The run game was nothing. We didn't have a rusher over 50 yards. Alvin Kamara, 20-some yards. Taysom Hill had like 6 yards. The backup running back didn't even get a touch. So the running game still's not doing a goddamn thing. And as we talk about the quarterback comparison, you'll see. And you might be like, hold up, Trey. Tyler Shough and Spencer Rattler. Shough played? Yeah. They benched Rattler. Yeah, they did, bro. They benched Rattler. Spencer Rattler played pretty much the first half, and Shough played pretty much the second half. And these are their numbers. Pretty much identical. 15 for 21 for Rattler, 16 for 28 for Shough. Not much of a difference. Yards, 138 for Spencer Rattler. I think Tyler Shough finished off with like 126 or something like that. Not a big difference. Both of them threw a goddamn interception. And Rattler had a fumble lost. So, Rattler lost another fumble, with trying to step up in the pocket and getting stripped. He also threw an interception when we were backed up in enemy territory at like the 3-yard line. The dude tipped the ball to himself, stiffed arm Spencer Rattler ass to the ground, and took it for 6. So that was one of their only touchdowns right there. That was one of two of their touchdowns, was that pick six right there. So that's the turnover for you. And also, we lost another fumble because Rashid Shaheed can't complete the process of a catch, and he wants to fumble the goddamn ball. You know, our main playmakers on the team can't even help the quarterbacks out. Rashid Shaheed fumbled. He also had another close call, but they didn't rule it a fumble. Chris Olave, I think that might be the interception they talk about right here. I think Tyler Shough threw Chris Olave the ball. Instead of catching the ball straight in his mitts, he catches it in his mitts, bobbles it a little bit because he saw a dude coming for the tackle. And as he's bobbling the ball, the defender, I think it was Winfield from the BUCS, came over and just snatched out his goddamn hand. And they ruled him down by they ruled Winfield down by contact because he fell on the ground and I guess he touched Olave. He got up and tried to run it back. I believe that was the interception Shough threw. I believe. But nonetheless, it's like your star players can't even help you out, fam. Your players that you say, hey, Rashid Shaheed need to make plays. Juwan Johnson need to make plays. Chris Olave need to make plays. And what do? They drop passes or they fumble the ball or they can't maintain possession of the ball. That's what our main playmakers do, y'all. That's what they do right there. So, yeah, you can say Spencer Rattler ain't the problem. I mean, he's not the answer. But goddamn. Yeah, he may not be the answer, but hey, we don't got that much help to really see. And I get it. You know, hey, if you're a franchise quarterback, you should be able to come into a situation and you should be able to go ahead and elevate your team. So, yeah, that is true. Spencer Rattler doesn't look like he elevates the team. He seems like somebody that can put the team in a position to win, but to fully push them ahead and elevate them past someone, he just does not seem capable of doing so. So, with Drew Brees, you know, not trying to compare the two, Drew Brees can will you to a win. He can come out there with bums, guys that you don't even know their names, and he can come out there and lead you to a victory. Guys that was drafted in the 5th, 6th, 7th round, undrafted dudes. He could have his whole receiving corps injured, and he could throw you to a win still because he knew how to elevate others around him. But Spencer Rattler's just not that. And that's who you need your franchise quarterback to be. That's how you know you got a franchise quarterback. When they can come in and they can turn shit into gold, then that's how you know you got your franchise QB. Because unfortunately, Rattler just ain't at that level. He's a very good game manager. I do believe if he was put in a situation, well, he had, you know, like when the 49ers had Christian McCaffrey, Debo, Ayuk, you know what I'm saying? Kittle. He had those guys out there, all those weapons he had. Then you know, hey, under that system right there, Spencer Rattler probably could do a little something. So that's just pretty much how I feel about Spencer Rattler. It's unfortunate he lost his position, but Tyler Shough now, it's his time. You know, he has been announced as the new starting quarterback for the Saints, all right, as you see by this graphic. So he will be starting November 2nd against the Rams. So that is a formidable team. That is a playoff team. So we shall see what Tyler Shough has in his bag. Listen, I don't know what to expect, but can Tyler Shough elevate the team? Can he make the team play better than how the team looked when Rattler was in the game? That's going to be the main question. When Tyler Shough is in the game, does the team look better? Does the team look more elevated in their play than when Spencer Rattler was in the game? That's going to be the question, y'all. So we go see what Tyler Shough got, fam. You know, we go see. Was it worth taking him where they took him in the draft, or is it just another wasted pick by Mickey Loomis in the front office? Is Tyler Shough just another wasted pick, dog? So it's about time to see. I mean, you drafted him. You might as well see what you got out of him. You know, you used the pick on him. He is Kellen Moore's guy. So who knows? Maybe with Kellen Moore drafted him, Kellen Moore would change up the play calling a little bit. Maybe he has some different stuff in his bag that he feels more comfortable using with Tyler Shough as his quarterback. So maybe we'll see a little bit more or different play calling, different plays and things of that nature. So we shall see. But Tyler Shough, your new quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. What else I want to talk about? I guess defensively, I'll talk a little bit about defense, because I will say the defense did play decent, okay? I will say that, because the defense actually went out there and they performed. They did pretty decent, y'all. The defense went out there. They played a pretty good game. They held them to only one touchdown. One. They hit them to one touchdown, okay? They didn't give up a receiver over 55 yards receiving yards. They did not. They didn't give up a rusher for over 50 yards rushing, okay? Baker Mayfield didn't even throw for 175 yards, okay? They held them to under 175 yards passing. No passing touchdowns by Baker Mayfield. They give up one rushing touchdown. All right? So defense, I feel like played good for most of the part. They did what they had to do, fam. The defense kept on giving them chances, kept on holding them to field goals, got a turnover on Baker Mayfield, got some sacks, got some pressures. They held Emeka Egbuka to under like 60 yards receiving, or I think they held him under 40 yards. And Emeka Egbuka's been going crazy. The rookie that they drafted at Ohio State, the BUCS did. He been going crazy. And shout out Kool-AID McKinstry. I'll give him props. He did a very good job, because he was the one guarding Emeka Egbuka. He did a very, very good job at guarding Emeka. So shout out to Kool-AID McKinstry. He had a very strong game. I will also shout out old boy Alontae Taylor. He had a pretty strong game. I feel like he popped in the game. He was around the ball a lot, making tackles, making pass deflections, and things of that nature. He flashed in this game. And Chase Young, 1.5 sacks. Shout out Chase Young. He's been making plays. He's been popping. He's been knocking down balls to the line of scrimmage. He's been getting consistent pressure, and he's been actually getting and finishing sacks. So shout out Mr. Chase Young for coming out and balling. Since he came back from injury, he has popped on film. If you watch the games, if you watch the film, he's popping out on the screen, and he's making plays, he's getting pressure, and he's doing some good things. But that's all I pretty much got positive to say about the defense. Everybody else, you know, the defense was just mediocre or played all right. It wasn't nobody just bad, but, you know, the other players are mediocre. You know, they played all right. They had, you know, they was decent. You heard me? So, defense, good job today. I can't sit here and get mad at y'all, because what the hell you want to do? The offense keeps turning the ball over, giving up short fields, and the defense is actually holding the field goals on the short fields. The offense can't even have the ball for more than 4 minutes of time of possession. So damn, like, the defense out here fighting for their goddamn life, trying to give y'all a chance, and y'all not repaying them for nothing. So I honestly don't know what else you want the defense to do when the defense at least got one turnover to help you, and you didn't do nothing with it. The defense keeps holding the field goals, and you ain't helping them out doing nothing with it. So, hey, good job, defense. Good job. Outside of that, what else I got? We'll talk about this right here. So, as you guys can see by the draft board, the Saints right now, guys, are picked to be number 1 pick in the draft. They are the number 1 overall pick right now, guys. How do I feel about this? I don't know. Tell me in the comment section how y'all feel about this right here. How do y'all feel about the Saints being the #1 overall draft pick? How y'all feel? Does that feel good? Is it cool? Is it bad? Y'all indifferent about it? Like, what y'all feeling about that? Huh? Because the way I honestly see it is, hey, listen, how positive are you that Mickey Loomis and the Saints are going to draft the correct player at the #1 overall pick? How positive are you? Are they going to choose are they going to choose a quarterback that we don't believe in? Are they going to choose a D lineman that doesn't fit the archetype that we need? Are they going to choose an O lineman that's a bust? Because with the O-line situation, I'm tired of picking O-line. I'm tired of it. We got our 2 tackles for the future. We got Fuaga. We got, what's the dude name? We got Fuaga. We got Kelvin Banks at the center position. We do got McCoy, even though he's banged up a decent amount always. We do got McCoy. We do need help at the left and right guard position. But you can find you a decent left and right guard in the goddamn 3rd or 4th round. So, in my opinion, Saints, listen. You need a playmaker in the 1st round. If you're picking #1, it has to be a quarterback that you really believe is going to come in and change the culture, #1, or get you the best goddamn receiver in the draft, which is old boy from Ohio State. I always forget his name. Pick the very best receiver in the draft that's going to change your life around in the draft. Or #3, pick you a defensive lineman, an edge rusher that's going to change the life of your defense and make the defense even better. Like old boy from Miami with the boy named Bane. Mr. Bane. My name is Bane. You know what I'm saying? What's going to break first? You know, your mind or your body? I was born in the darkness. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Bane right there, bro. Hey, listen, Bane. So if you go out there and get the #1 overall pick, it has to be one of those things. We need a playmaker, a game changer. And I'm leaning wide receiver or a defensive edge, a D line, somebody on the edge that has some speed to him, that has some juice to him, that can make living hell for opposing quarterbacks. So either that, a wide receiver that's going to change your life, or a quarterback that's going to change your life. How confident are y'all in the Saints in doing that? I don't know. We'll see. Because name me the last true playmaker they picked in the 1st round. Let me know in the comment section. Who the hell was it? Was Lattimore a 1st rounder? I don't think Michael Thomas was he? We know Reggie Bush was. So it's just like, when was the last time they really showed up and drafted a true game changer in the 1st round? Marcus Davenport, a waste. Payne Turner, a waste. You know what I'm saying? One Trevor Penning, a goddamn 1st rounder? Guys, the Saints did a lot of bad, bro. And if they get the #1 overall pick and they screw that up, oh, good Lord, Mickey Loomis better be gone. If we end up getting the 1st overall pick and it's a bust, Mickey Loomis gots to go 110,000%, fam. He gotta be gone. Gotta. So that's what we look at right now. We are officially right now at this point in time the worst team in the league. When you have the #1 overall pick, you are officially the worst team in the league. On paper, I honestly don't think we are, but god damn it, as a team, we are the worst right now in the league because we got the #1 overall draft pick. Will it stay that way? We shall see. Because, guys, we still got to play the Jets, okay? We still got to play the Jets. So, honestly, the game against the Jets is really going to probably be who gets the #1 overall pick. That's probably what that game is going to decide. The Jets versus the Saints. Who's going to get the number 1 overall pick? That's really what that game is probably going to be, y'all. And number 2 picks hit a lot too. So hey, even if they do get the number 2 pick, will we screw up the number 2 pick? Because the number 2 pick usually in a lot of cases work out better than the number 1 picks. Just saying. So I guess we go see, guys. I guess we go see what the future holds for the Saints, man. Listen, I don't really got much more for y'all. Blake Groupie kicked 1 field goal. He made 1 field goal. So good job, Blake Groupie, for not missing a field goal this game. But outside of that, man, like, there ain't much more to talk about. The offense was just absolutely putrid, absolutely terrible. The offense was straight up ass. And the defense fought for their life to give the offense the chance, and the offense just couldn't do nothing with it. But we did have a couple individual good performances out of Chase Young, Alontae Taylor, Kool-AID McKinstry. Nobody on offense is worth mentioning. And yeah, the Saints are also the number 1 overall pick now. Tyler SHOUGH is the new starting quarterback for the Saints now. Spencer Rattler, it sucks. It's unfortunate. Hey, listen, bro. You have not been dealt the best of the hands, but they drafted Tyler SHOUGH, so they got to play him. They got to figure out what they have in Tyler SHOUGH, because what's the point of drafting Tyler SHOUGH and you're not going to find out? So we got to find out, man. It is what it is. We got to find out. All y'all that don't want to see SHOUGH play, they drafted him 2nd round or 3rd round, whatever round it was. They drafted him early. So they got to figure out, is this dude worth it? Is he somebody that they should have drafted or not? Is he somebody that can actually suit up and play consistently as a franchise quarterback for the New Orleans Saints? That's what they got to figure out, y'all. And I'm interested to see, with a full week of preparation, how Tyler should go look at his first NFL game start. We go see November 2nd, and you already know on the Who Talks, Trey Talks. What the hell I mean who? With the Trey Talks Saints podcast, we gonna be here to talk about the game against the Rams after that's wrapped up. Hope y'all have a beautiful and happy Halloween, celebrating with the kids and all that. Hope y'all get some candy. Don't eat too much of that candy now. Try not to get no cavities. Hope y'all have a good Halloween, man, if y'all do partake into those festivities. But beyond that, that's pretty much it for your boy. Leave comments, questions, concerns. How y'all feel about Tyler SHOUGH being the quarterback? How y'all feel about Spencer Rattler being demoted? How y'all feel about the offense being ass, being trash? How y'all feel about the Saints having the number 1 overall pick right now? Let your boy know. But until next time, y'all stay blessed. Be easy. Stay breezy, man. And of course, who that?